Okay, dear students, now we are here to start our new session, geography. As you know, we already completed lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, what is it? The chapter, lesson number 1, representation of geographical features. Lesson number 2, population. Lesson number 3, migration. So, I have published all these lessons question answers too. I hope that you already started to learn by heart, and you might have start to make copies too. So today we are here to start our new lesson, urbanization. So dear students, take page number 30. The word urbanization comes from the word urban. Okay, the word urbanization comes from the word urban. Urban means what is that? Relating to. Urban means relating to or characteristics of cities. This is what the meaning of urban. Towns and cities are urban settlement. There are two versions of urban settlements are, what is that? Towns as well as cities. An urban area is a built up area. Urban area is a built up area, not naturally made. This is made by human beings. An area densely covered by building, that is what we are calling it a built up area. Why do we call it a built up area? Because the area which is densely covered by buildings, pakka buildings. Okay, there are two types of buildings are there. One is a kacha building and another one is a pakka building. Mostly we can find in towns and cities. What type of building? That is a pakka building, and it has a high population. We can say first one, it is a built up area, and another one, another speciality of cities and towns are it has a high population density. Why? All the people or most of the people from rural area, I mean from village area, they are migrating to town areas for better amenities or better facilities and better job, and so on. So in other words, we can say it many buildings located close to each other, a large number of people living in a relatively small area. We know the people from rural area, I mean from village, they are migrating to town areas. So it's available resource, like last lesson we said, the available resource like land, they will make use maximum. If little land one person has, then what he will do it? He will make use maximum usage of that little area. How? Will make many storied building on that, in that small plot of land, so that he can give that buildings as a rent, or he can make it as a business center or anything, maybe based on so many aims he can use it, so many purpose he can use that building. So these things. So from village, number of people will migrate to city, and houses, number of houses will be less than what they, another thing what they will do it, the rent will be more, and the value of that town area, that will be raised, and in a single room many people will live together. I mean share a single room with many people. 5 people, 10 people, they will adjust in that. Okay, these all the things. So that what will happen? The density of population will increase. It is different from rural area. What about rural area? Rural area density of population will be less. So large area can be used by a person. Hmm. It is a farmland located outside towns and cities. Hmm. A rural area has widely spaced settlement, that is a speciality. Rural area has a widely spaced settlement. Amid large tracts of open land near the houses, we can find open land so that people can use it for many purposes. Either it can be used for cultivation or it can be used for other purposes. It has a low population density, that already I said. It has a low population. As a relatively small number of people live in a large area. Villages are rural settlement. Rural settlements are much smaller than urban settlement. That is the thing. Then urbanization refers to formation of towns and cities and their growth in size. What do you mean? This refers, it's a form of town, formation of town. Urbanization causes the formation of town and cities, and it decides, urbanization decides its growth as well as the size of that particular city. It also refers to the increase in proportion of people living in cities and towns, mainly due to the shifting of population from rural to urban area. At present, more than half of the world's people live in urban areas. More than half, I mean less than half only we can find in rural areas. Mostly the people, those who are living in a rural area, what they are farmers. Then some of the towns we can say so, Shanghai, Beijing, and Delhi, Mumbai, Karachi, then Tokyo. These are some examples for a urban area. Now background. What about the background? The earliest people, they did their permanent settlement in a mostly likely small villages consisting of only few huts. First there was a small group of people, they lived near seashore, near river shore or near a water body, with small huts or a few huts, because number of that people were less. There was a good source of water. Usually they prefer the land near the water body, because water body, and next preference they have given the fertile land, because they were farmers, so they need fertile land for the growth of their plants. And now we can say so, moderate climate. People likes to live in a moderate climate. They don't like to live in a severe hot or a severe cold places. They like to live in a moderate places. That is why whenever hot comes, we like to use what it is cooler and all, cooler and AC and so on. And whenever cold, then room heater we uses. So in course of time, crop production increased, villages could support more people and they grow bigger. Slowly what had happened, number of people increased, their production increased, so same time the village size increased, and some people become craftsmen, and some became trader, and gradually life become more complex and organized, and cities developed, and the cities had not only dwelling houses, and instead of houses they made public buildings, storehouses, market, and places for worship and such kinds of things. And um, this is what the earliest human settlement. So dear students, you today you read complete chapter number 4, and try to complete the copy work of lesson number 1 and 1, 2 and 3. So have a nice day. Thank you.